just told you that I was giving you a scenario as to what maybe could have happened. And I was telling you that I don't want you to say that, and then you come and say, oh, you're asking the trust.
That's what you were, and you know that too.
I'm trying to make this scene go together as well as you guys are.
How about the fact when you had your hands around her neck, that she was grasping and scratching your neck? She scratched your chest when you had that argument at home, before you got in the car, or when you were in the car.
We did not have, I did not put my...
Am I grasping at straws now, or does that sound more like it could be a more probable explanation?
No, it doesn't.
No?
No. Mm-mm. No.
She's got 3 deep cuts in the back of her head and a broken skull back there.
Shattered skull.
Are you guys insinuating that I did this to my wife?
On the morning of September 16th, 2016, Barbera Kendhammer would enter her car for the last time ever. Accompanied by her husband, Todd Kendhammer, Barbara's death would quickly go from a simple freak accident to a possible cover-up homicide. According to Todd, the couple was traveling south on a rural highway when a pipe flew off of a northbound truck, sending it through the windshield and fatally striking Barbara. Here is Todd's interrogation footage. Detective Fritz Leinfelder will be the more aggressive of the two investigators and is already demonstrating a subtle psychological technique. By situating his chair between Todd and the door, he is subconsciously telling Todd that the way through that door is through me.
We headed out, went across the Osmus Road up to M, and started going up M, and like a bird coming at us at first, like one of them swallows or something. It'd come through the windshield. I didn't lift her out. I don't think I lifted her out of the car, and I said, easy.
How did you get her out of the car?
I think I just yanked her out of the car.
Okay. When you say yank, I don't know what that means to you, or it doesn't, you know. But...
I don't know for sure how I got her out of the car.
Okay.
I don't think I just lifted her nicely, though.
Okay. What do you think that you did?
The autopsy report had revealed that Barbera Kendhammer had died of a result of blunt force trauma to the head and neck. She also had 3 lacerations to the back of the head, as well as irregular bruising on her left hand and several broken nails. If Todd did beat his wife to death, as the jury determined, it is likely he has just realized that Barbara had sustained injuries that cannot be accounted for by a simple car accident. It is quite possible that Todd abandoned his claim of gently lifting her out, because this approach does not account for said injuries.
What do you recall about that truck? Do you remember where you were on the road?
Imagine your wife has just died from untied cargo from a truck. A natural reaction would be anger, despair, and a fixation on bringing the truck driver to justice and avenging your wife's death. However, up until this point, Todd has not once mentioned the truck from which the pipe that killed his wife fell. Even when he first describes the accident, he completely glosses over the truck and instead solely concentrates on the pipe. Please feel free to rewind and notice how he completely avoids any mention of the truck in question.
What do you recall about that truck? Do you remember where you were on the road, any proximity to turning off onto Bergen Coulee, what the truck looked like, what you can recall on that?
It was when we talk and stuff when we drive, so all I can remember, it was like a darker, like a 2000 era, and I don't know if it was a Ford or a Chevy or Dodge, I don't know, it was a darker colored. All I remember is the back had like a flat bed with sides on it. I didn't even look at that. I mean, I don't even know what.
Surveillance video from a horse ranch down the road showed what appeared to be the Kendhammer car pass by at approximately 7:57 a.m. on the day of the incident. At around the same time, no truck that matched the description Todd gave police was ever seen headed in the opposite direction.
Do you recall how your hands all got cut up?
Todd's hands were heavily bruised and cut when police got to the scene. This fact became a major piece of evidence in the case, as it is a clear sign of struggle that potentially occurred between Todd and Barbara.
This, I think, is from the windshield.
Okay. How did that happen?
I'm assuming I must have tried to lunge for the pipe, I'm assuming. I don't know what else. I tried to, when I realized what it was, I lunged over and forward.
Okay.
And more so with this hand, because I was holding the wheel with this hand. I always drive with one hand usually, but
And how did they get cut on the windshield?
what's that?
How did your hands get cut on the windshield?
Well,
How did your hands get? You said on the windshield. I guess the glass was shattered, or
I lunged forward and over to try and block it or stop. I don't know what.
you hit your fist came in contact.
My
with the
fist
windshield?
I hit the windshield.
Okay.
It wasn't nothing that's.
This pause in conversation is actually a psychological technique used in interrogations. Instead of asking another question, Detective Linefielder pauses, giving Todd the feeling that he is expecting more of an answer, due to the fact that Linefielder already knows more than he is letting on. It also allows the detectives to observe Todd while his answer hangs in the air. Todd's legs will shake non-stop for this entire 3-hour investigation, and his hands will also fidget. As we move on, compare his body language to that of the detectives.
I know I didn't just press her and take her out nice and soft. I know I didn't do that.
Okay.
Because I was.
What makes you?
I've
What
never.
makes you say that? Why? I mean.
Because I've never ever, in 28 years, never touched her or grabbed her or raised my voice with her, and I was mad at myself. For some reason, it had to be because I got out of the car.
An innocent person would feel no need to say this, especially in response to this question. If Todd really is innocent, the logical thing to do is simply state that he is innocent, with conviction that the evidence will back up this claim. It can be argued that he says this to attempt to get back on the good side of the detectives. This would mean that Todd is already aware that his story just isn't adding up, and he is slowly turning into a suspect.
So you said you were going to find his truck and the keys were in it? That's what you told me?
Well, I was gonna try to get the keys.
Which one of his trucks were you going to do?
What do you mean?
I mean, if you're going to look for the truck, what truck were you looking for?
He'll like when he works on a truck of mine or when somebody else works, he'll leave it in the driveway with the keys in it.
Okay.
And you just go pick it up whenever you.
Which truck was that you were supposed to pick up?
It's a Ford pickup, F-250 pickup.
Okay.
Is what the windshield's for. I haven't seen the truck yet.
Okay. Maybe I didn't understand yet that you said he had a lot of trucks, so.
Todd claims that he and Barbara were on their way to meet his friend, Justin Heim, before the fateful crash. According to Todd, Justin had commissioned him to replace a windshield on his truck a month ago, but had stopped returning his calls since. Todd and Barbara set out that September morning to look for the truck in question. After Todd divulged this information, Justin was questioned and revealed he had no plans to purchase a
I
windshield.
talked to Justin.
Okay.
He had never had you do any work for him.
I told you I never did a windshield for him. Did he tell you that he had an F-250 pickup for somebody in Holman or the one of the Hill or Medora Hill or the Holman Hill?
Back in May.
Okay.
And then what he told me.
What did he tell you? I don't know.
And then he told me that the guy he had was busy. When you finally called back, you said that you had sold it.
It's sitting in my garage. The windshield's sitting in my garage.
Okay.
I don't have any windshields but the ones that I do. Are you guys insinuating that I did this to my wife?
Todd Kendhammer was found guilty of first-degree murder by a jury on December 14th, 2017. Please let me know in the comments below if you feel this conviction was justified or not. Also, please give me any suggestions of improvement as I continue posting on this channel. If you enjoy this content, please feel free to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Thank you for listening.